to recap from the previous session, you guys killed one of the pirate captains. Yeah. Good job. You also killed the one guy who was keeping order in a whole fucking town of pirates.
We did it, Patrick. We saved the city.
So the good news is
Who's ready to peace out of the city?
the good news is you killed one of the captains. The bad news is you caused a lot of anarchy. The worst news is there's another captain still in the city.
Also, the good news is I got a new battle axe, I'm pretty sure.
Did we learn
Well, I still have it.
Yeah, you got it. You're holding on to it.
When did we learn that?
Hmm?
When did we learn
Right
that?
now.
Oh, in the chaos of all the riots.
We just now.
It shuts
So
some
there's
things
another.
loose.
Okay, so we killed one of the pirate captains. There's another one in the city.
Do we know his name?
It's one of the people on our list. Right?
If I have my notes, maybe, but I don't know if I do.
Session, we were on the boat.
Yes, we were.
Yes.
We just got into the boat dealing with the bloodbath that we directly
Directly.
Directly.
Very direct.
Very much so our fault, yeah.
I'm with this.
Very directly.
Indirectly caused this issue.
Very directly, cause and effect.
I'm gonna.
Causation.
From what you gathered, you think it's the Yuan Ti captain. The Yuan Ti are the snake people.
Didn't take many notes.
Oh shit! I should actually go get my laptop because I have all my notes on there. Be right back.
Burb.
Our DM is drunk and not prepared.
I don't drink. Are any of us actually prepared?
No.
I was gonna be prepared, but then I wasn't. I
remembered my
I had good
webcam.
intentions to be
I
prepared.
remembered my webcam, but I forgot my laptop.
We haven't leveled up, have we?
No, we have not.
Damn.
I have a feeling it's going to be a while.
This is my character sheet today.
Let me see.
Rip.
No.
So I'm all about the old school.
I had a pencil at one point.
There's a pencil right here.
Is it? Oh, may
I
I
also
borrow?
have 3 in my purse.
Oh, cool. May I borrow one from you today? Thank you, man.
I think it sounds alright.
Nice.
And if they complain, I'll
If they
pull
need
it out
it
of my
back?
bag.
Which
Yeah.
So it's like
Fuck, man.
quiet.
It's just the stuff that I really
Perfect.
need to know. Then I have like other
I've decided I need more dice.
Welcome, Dungeon Master, to the game!
Woohoo!
You lose your
In the
inspiration.
time that you were gone,
You lose your inspiration.
we burnt the city down.
We also totally found that guy killed him.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
He was sleeping,
happened.
so...
Yeah, too many. Oh well, I hate to break it to you guys. He hired another captain. That's exactly the same as one you just killed.
Nat 20s. And one.
Wouldn't it be great if I could roll?
I rolled a nat 21, just saying.
We're done here. We're done.
Blackjack rolls. I win. You can roll a d60 if you want.
D60.
Let's make a D&D game that uses playing cards instead of dice, and just goes by blackjack.
We have
I
a
know.
roll that if you have to
I was
roll
gonna
with
say, we can always
inspiration,
do,
you have to-
we can always do a Sagas of Sunday.
I like that. I like this rule.
Well, Kyle lost
many
his
figs.
band.
Yeah, we're gonna get rid of the dice. We're just gonna do it Saga of Sundry style with the
Nah,
fucking,
my character sheet said the
tower.
No, Brad said you got rid of it. He took it away.
Yeah,
That's
no,
not
they
how that
do.
works.
That is actually.
Sarcasm.
It works however I want it to work.
He's the DM, bro.
All right, so you guys are back on your boat. You in the background, you hear the usual that you've heard from the city now, which is fighting, screams, the ever so gentle smell of rotting flesh.
Already? Part of the reason why I bought mine.
Oh,
Have we
yeah.
eaten yet? Because I'm kind of hungry. After that, you're hungry?
Yeah, you can eat. Yeah, you can definitely eat.
Okay, so we're on our ship.
Yeah. Are you all eating?
I'm assuming that our cook is in the galley, and that's why he's not with us.
Well, sadly, the bard got a little bit distracted because he thought he smelled something that he hasn't tasted before, so he may join us later.
Wait, didn't we pick up the guy and bring him? Didn't I pick him up and bring him?
Yeah, you have a corpse.
Yeah, I'm still holding a corpse.
Hence the smell of rotting flesh.
Okay, yeah.
Did we field strip him of all his valuables?
No, you have not.
And his meats.
We should probably field strip him of valuables and
Yeah.
then just.
I toss him on the ground very unceremoniously.
Are we being pursued?
I can check
Huh?
it because I know what to look for.
You are not being pursued because it is far too chaotic for anyone to really do anything because shit has gone real sideways.
You could say shit has hit the fan.
You could.
You
Do
wouldn't
they
say
have
that.
fans in this fantasy land?
Yes.
I mean, there's gunpowder. Why the fuck not at this point?
Electricity.
This is definitely not my game anymore.
You see an airship just.
So.
I walk up to him and ask him
Oh, I
if I
hand
can
you the battle axe.
take that battle axe and have a look at it.
Yeah, it's all you.
It is a +1 battle axe of giant slaying.
Oh.
So when you're attacking a giant, it does an extra 2d6 of damage, and then the giant must roll a DC check. It's in the Dungeon Master's Guide. I can get you the exact stats later.
+1.
Are there possibly weight boots?
Wait, which one? Which body did you take? Did you take the body of the captain or the orc?
The captain. Oh, wait, the guy with a bunch of gold.
Yeah, the captain.
Oh, the
That's
yeah.
captain.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Yeah, he
you
looks,
this set of armor,
Yeah,
you don't think it's actually practical because gold is a very soft metal,
that's kind of what I figured.
but it's also a suit of gold.
We should sell it.
We could break it down, right?
I think we should keep this suit of armor until our bard returns, so he can use melt armor or whatever. Heat metal,
Heat metal, and melt it down.
Yep, and make it in gold pieces for all of us.
Yeah, or
I'm
Another
not getting into the
cigarette.
counterfeit money business.
yeah, if not, maybe we should
The
Yeah.
counterfeit money.
try to go
business.
find someone
Just to
that-
add to your list of crimes.
Deal with this, because I don't like the idea of melting metal on a boat. That's
a good idea, yeah.
Also, maybe
What's
not
wrong
this
with
city.
that?
I like the boat,
Didn't
kind
you
of.
light the building on fire?
Yeah, you
I
did.
think I can find it.
Yeah.
You very much did light the building on fire. The building burned the
That would
fuck
be
down.
Nice.
In addition, the captain has a ring on him.
Do I recognize this ring?
Nah, no one liked it enough to put a ring on it in that way. But yeah. You don't necessarily recognize it, but you do recognize the symbol of the Good Admiral on the ring.
We cut his finger off.
Oh man, we could use it to like stamp letters and other practical things. Forgery.
Yeah.
Oh,
Unless you guys want to take a closer look at it.
you want to take a closer look at it?
Roll it.
I need to roll.
Identify.
Identify.
I know.
Yeah.
Find it. 18.
Something's odd about it.
That's very descriptive.
Does it
you sense
smell?
that you sense that it's magical.
Does it smell like any
It smells
sylvan magic?
It smells very smoky.
Smoky.
Wow.
Because you burned a building down while you were getting it out.
Okay, you know. Just wondering, like, is there still meat on it? Can I lick this meat off this ring? Smoked meat?
Wow, okay.
You're gonna lick the.
Yep.
What the fuck?
Okay.
is wrong with
So
you?
Jeremy, what's your alignment?
It is chaotic neutral.
Okay. Do you actually want to do this?
I'm
Roll a all of you roll a Constitution check.
All of us?
All of you.
I'm the only one licking
Again?
Yeah, but we're watching.
This is like that
I don't
time.
know.
Why you don't
Uh,
like
These are
12.
reaction to
12?
stuff. That's-
12.
Which
Okay.
one's
Okay, yeah, cool.
Oh, wait.
20.
Oh, wait,
No,
wait,
15.
sorry.
14. 14, sorry.
Anyone that load below a 15 is nauseated at the sight of this. And Jeremy, you can't even get it down.
I just
Did I vomit?
Yes. Yes, you did.
You better clean that up.
Wait.
I call I call Sekhmet in to
Hey,
eat
you
up my
better
vomit.
No, you're all right.
Alright.
It wasn't that type of
We
acid.
need to
It
roll
was
it.
Okay.
stomach
Alright.
acid.
Hey, Brad.
I gotta watch that
Yes.
stuff.
I'm gonna call Sekhmet over to eat up my vomit, clean it up.
Sekhmet looks at you and looks at the vomit and just looks at you again.
Did we like check?
Sekhmet, clean this up.
I just say, how about you clean it up? You've got hands.
I can't reach. I'm too far from the ground. I can't bend over like that.
There's buckets over there. There's
The
water.
bird flies off.
Clean your shit off the
Damn it,
net.
Sekhmet.
You're gonna scare that bird away someday.
That's okay.
It's a wandering story.
How did he get with you in the first place?
I was alone in the forest, and he heard my singing and followed me and fell in love.
Is that what he would say if we asked you for it?
Where's a druid when we need one? Do you feel abused?
Blink twice if you feel trapped.
All right. So what do you guys want to do now? There's basically it's a gangs of New York style situation right now in the town. Like every pirate crew is trying to take power.
I want to run off the boat and try and follow Sekhmet into town.
He's not going into town. He flew off because he didn't want to eat your vomit. He just flew up higher.
Jumped off the boat into the water.
He doesn't. He just flew up higher. He just wasn't interested in eating your vomit.
Like in the crow's
He's
nest where you
your
want to
companion, not your bitch.
Do we see anybody on the docks near our boat?
Yeah, a couple pirate gangs are fighting near the docks already.
How many? Do we know?
30 guys fighting.
About 30.
I would just like to throw my 2 cents in and say it's probably a bad idea to try assassinate a second captain during all of this because they're already going to be on edge.
That's fair.
If we know where they are, maybe ensue the chaos in that direction a little bit.
Yeah,
Use it
maybe
to our
make them do our
advantage.
work for us. Maybe we could all go and like rile up all the different factions and say, kill this one somehow.
Could we maybe possibly tell everybody that's in town that we weren't the ones that killed the original captain? It was the other captain that killed him.
No one's really giving a shit at that point. Just to give you guys an idea, you guys weren't being actively pursued. The way the pirate realms work is basically whoever can maintain order and can maintain control is in charge.
So,
So,
no one really cares what kills.
Marvius Claro put this guy there because he could maintain order. That guy is now gone, so all the gangs are fighting now because there's no one strong. There was no one else strong enough to usurp that spot. Hence why he was in it.
Is this considered a short rest?
You guys can count it as having a long rest. Get your spells back, get your hit points back. As the sound of bloodshed and fighting is still all around.
No offense to us, but we might want to try a more stealthy approach in the future. And maybe,
We're lucky that worked.
yeah, I'm just saying that we're pretty, we stand out pretty well because of, you're not exactly the most subtle. You're definitely not subtle. If you put a hat on, maybe you'd be subtle.
I have a tail still.
You stick that in your pants. Maybe. Maybe just like intimidate other pirates, like, confuse them.
right now?
Probably.
Hey, can you bring some beer so we can just kind of celebrate the victory a little bit and get some camaraderie going on the boat?
We have a cake, don't we?
Yeah, we still have a keg left over, but
You guys bother Lars to come and set everything up. Lars,
I don't really
Didn't we
feel.
have like 6 people trying to pull a tag out of the fucking basement last time? Did we ever get that out?
Don't let them do that this time.
Okay.
The crew manages to get the keg out.
Yeah,
and
sorry.
the crew is relatively happy that you busted out the keg.
Alright.
I'm still
pouring
mad at
myself some
Lars for
beer.
shooting me down for being gay, so I should have swallowed the poop deck instead of drinking. I'm still bitter.
Lars looks at you. He's like, really?
Yes, I am your queen.
Lars, you see Lars. He just lets out a sigh. He still grabs the tankard, and then you see him walk over to the poop deck.
No, I look at Lars and tell him he doesn't have to do that. He doesn't have to listen to the bitch.
Lars likes this captain more, so he's going to listen to that one.
do they need to roll charisma checks for Lars's love?
You can't love
His
us
love.
His love.
You're forcing him to love you.
I mean, Lars doesn't need to roll a charisma check to love someone. One told him he could have beer, the other one told him he couldn't.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Kind of how pirates work.
I like Lars.
Lars is a simple man of simple taste.
This was the guy in the inn, right?
He likes beer, sailing, and tight asses.
No,
I'm gonna walk up to
it's a good
Lars.
choice. It's like
Lars,
What's going on?
So, quick question.
Yeah, boss.
There was another captain in town.
Yeah, yeah.
Had any inkling towards where they are or anything? That sort.
Not sure where she is. It's the Yuan T. Her name's Captain Elisha Munt. She's known as the Slaver.
Kind of. I mean, he's a unique one.
Advanced warning. Watch yourself around her. Gets in your head.
Oh.
That's how she enslaves them.
Oh.
Who?
So,
Captain Elisha Munt.
Do I know anything about this captain?
Roll a knowledge check. Actually, you can all roll knowledge checks to know if you know anything.
that'd be history?
Yeah, history. What is knowledge? Local knowledge, history, either one.
Yeah,
19.
No.
17.
17. Okay, so
19.
you're relatively familiar with her because you're a pirate, so you know you've heard of her before.
Captain's the ship.
Yeah, exactly. So from what you gathered about her, very, very ruthless, much more insidious. She's not the type to go in head first and everything. She's the type that weasels her way in
She's kind of a siren.
kind of gets in people's heads and messes with them, and then basically swoops in once everyone's already in chaos. So this situation right now fits her very, very well. You, Jeremy, so upon hearing this description of her, you actually have an idea of what she is. You believe she is a Yuan-Ti mind whisperer.
Fuck that. You want to
Mind whisperers are very, very powerful Yuan-Ti that basically they have the ability to read thoughts. They can place ideas in your head. It's all very, very insidious.
And this is not part of the mystic stuff. This isn't. This is.
No, theirs is a.
separate.
Theirs is there's a specific line of Yuan-Ti.
Like bred to be psychically enhanced,
Mhm.
essentially.
But yeah, they do draw power from a similar source, but they are not connected because it's a specific line. So you get your abilities through like training and everything. Theirs are more innate.
Sounds like this needs to be
Do this
a
so you
stealth
pay
assassination.
attention to them?
Do what?
So she
Does
doesn't
the
have the time
Soji pay
to
attention to them? I'm assuming they
Yes.
won't be thrilled about this.
people.
They're not necessarily. Well, so
You know
here's
where
the
it
thing:
said
the Yuan-Ti.
turn other people.
Actually, you know what? You would need to roll for this. If roll a knowledge check about the Yuan-Ti, if you want. You want to know more about them.
23. 23.
So,
16.
so the Yuan-Ti are primarily they're to the south of you. They're kind of they're always at war with the Republic of Ifrad, just because they share a coastline. They are the nearest nation, and Ifrad is trying to
Can you
expand.
finish the pizza?
The Yuan-Ti have a very different type of technology. They know how to make like sand skippers, so they can easily sail across the desert, basically like an ocean.
Do they look like the walls in Breath of the Wild?
If you want to know what this one looks like, that's what this one that you want to looks like.
Oh, yeah, there's
Mhm. That's what she looks like.
That's it.
So we're looking for
We're looking for
Are
like,
we sure we need to kill
a
her?
5 to 7 foot tall snake lady.
yeah, we're looking for Taylor Swift. She's on the list.
Noted.
But yeah, the Shoji do keep a very, very close eye on them. Generally, their concerns are more national. The Yuan-Ti are generally looking out for their own kingdom and their own nation. They have their own power structures and
Is there
political
any
politics
information
going on.
about them that I would have based on?
About the Mind Whisperers in particular.
Yeah.
The Shoji are they're definitely considered a threat. Like they're enough of a threat where people are assigned to like keep eyes on them, and that says something.
You share this with
Once I figure out what I know.
I rolled this. Curious. I like to know.
Did Jeremy share?
So you just knowing specifically, you've dealt with Yuan-Ti before. They generally stick inland. A couple of them, some of them are pilots. It's not very common though.
I share with everybody that I know that Mun is a Yuan-Ti mind whisperer.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I seem very irritated and aggravated upon hearing this.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, but by the way, Jeremy, you do know this because you're familiar.
What's a
with the
Yuan-Ti
species
mind
itself.
whisperer?
They actually have shape. They actually also have the ability to shape change.
Super easy.
Pardon?
Like me.
Where did I first encounter?
You've never encountered one because chances are you wouldn't be alive.
How did I initially find out about Mun? Was it through my travels or?
You didn't find out about Mun specifically, but through the description that everyone was giving you, you were able to pair it with a creature essentially.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So like, because you're a ranger, you have a lot of knowledge of monsters and everything like that. So via everyone's description and the way that people are talking about Mun, that's how you were able to figure it out.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so this is super easy. It's gonna go great.
Mm-hmm.
Should we try to do this now? Or should we try to do this
You know what I mean?
By the way, guys, I feel it is probably worth noting this. My world does not scale, so you can presumably fight anyone at any given time. Doesn't mean you should.
So it's Fallout.
Yeah.
It's likely that she could be way powerful.
I'm telling you, I think it's a bad idea to
Especially
do
since
it
the
right now.
DM just specifically said that.
Yeah.
Maybe we
Yeah.
should. Maybe we
I
should.
figured that was
have
worth noting because I didn't want you guys to like. Don't get me wrong, you guys might be able to take her, but at the same time, I don't want you guys running into a situation and not realizing that this isn't Skyrim. The enemies won't be roughly equal to your level.
Oh, that's what you mean by doesn't.
Or Bragg rolled really terribly like last time.
Yeah, and then she's no threat at all.
All you're saying is we should go after Marbius Clara.
What if we have? What if we have our character?
We have to roll saves against it.
What if we have a character that has the highest
Which-
ability to resist
You're
your
right.
charm, try and get close and get more information?
That's whoever has the highest willpower.
Is she
Which is
Yeah.
wisdom.
So wisdom.
So whoever
Oh,
has
yeah,
the highest
that's not
wisdom
me.
should try
I
and
have a
be our
17
like
in
ace
wisdom.
in the hole.
Yeah, so like the ranger, the cleric, and
I have
the
a
monk.
7.
Would I have any bonuses against this stuff? Since
That's
I've
about
trained?
Somebody should have.
I have an 18.
No, because it's a little bit different.
Check your
Generally,
races.
people aren't
You might
trying
be
to get
able
into
to
your head.
resist
You're
charm.
getting into other people's heads.
Or have advantage
So,
against charm.
honestly,
Basically.
Why? There's no way they're going to be what I am.
no, I'm saying the people that have
It's like
mind powers are generally on
elves
your
and
side.
gnomes, I think. Which I don't think
I
we
think
have.
gnomes have
The people that specifically keep an eye on the yuan
Gnomes have
tea,
advantage
people
against-
yuan tea
yeah.
are very,
It's
very
like
trained.
Jones coming or something.
It's a little bit, but I don't think we have any of that. No.
Oh, here's what it was.
So,
What was that?
You know,
Suggestion.
check your race. Once you
Let's
reach
your
try and
racial
get some
range
information
has
on
lesser
maybe
a
resist
captain
charm.
that's maybe a
Perhaps
little
resist
more in
charm.
our wheelhouse.
Yeah.
And maybe at the same time we get a little rumor
I mean,
spread.
we really
and let
should
them-
probably just get the hell out of this port before
like
one
that-
of these pirate bands
be-
decide to try to take our ship.
Do
Because
we?
if those dirty guys come to our ship, then we can't. We can't.
Yeah.
We need it.
So we do need a bearing to figure out where the next.
Yeah. Do we know where we're meeting up with someone or where the remaining ones are?
We know this
Pirate
captain, but we're not sure we can take this captain. So where's the
What-
next
what-
nearest one?
Or any of them.
My notes
Yeah,
are fucking
that would-
terrible.
Where did Karin tell us to go?
You were told to go to here.
Here.
Karen told you to go here.
Where? And that was it.
Yeah,
That was all directions.
that's the only guidance he gave you. No, you can always see if you can try and find. Actually, you know, what, roll an intelligence check.
After our list
Too
of
much.
I got 22.
I don't got shit.
You might want to see. What about Jordan?
What was the roll?
Do I know
again?
where Jordan? I don't know where he is.
Actually, you do. He's based out of here.
Oh.
They're all based on
So
It's kind of like it's the biggest port city on the East Coast.
Yeah.
so
To be fair, we were pretty unstoppable in our last battle.
yeah,
I'm
but
feeling that.
I felt lucky. If anything.
I
Yeah.
felt very well.
Yeah. Because the DM couldn't roll anything.
how about
The highest I rolled was like an 8.
Those days.
I mean, if we know Jorm is here, maybe we should go get some information, maybe get some help. I mean, it's syndicate. I feel like the syndicate might have an interest in taking over this town, which is probably a threat.
What
She doesn't mind
isn't she
shit.
is a better question.
Get
One is terrifying
allies.
to hear
Allies.
itself.
The more people, the less chance we all die.
Let's go
Or-
find Jordan.
We can get out of here.
All right. Roll gather information checks. Actually, I think that's
Know how to find
Wisdom?
him. Isn't
Is that wisdom,
part
Brad?
of the-
Streetwise.
Oh yeah, Kyle just knows how to find them. Never mind. What'd you roll?
Let me show you the
Critical
power.
fail.
Let
There.
me show you the power.
You think he's probably on the west coast on the Shoji Island. Probably.
Got it. Yeah. He's not anywhere near him.
Actually, Kyle
I'm
does.
now very
Kyle does have
uninterested in
criminal.
everything that's
Kyle
going
does
on.
have criminal contacts, I believe, so he can actually just find them.
I have
I'm gonna do that one.
saving throw advantage on saving throws against being charmed.
Support.
That's 1. 9.
So we found our person.
Yep, Jordan is at a tavern called the Lusty Maiden.
I head straight towards
Feel
the
like
Lusty
I was-
Maiden.
Yeah, I'm following roll.
That sounds like fun.
Figure out where she is. Where
The Lusty Maiden almost appears to be the eye of a hurricane. It seems like all the bloodshed kind of stays away from there, and around you can see bands of pirates patrolling. They've managed to carve out a little bit of order in this riot-infested city now.
Are we leaving the boat then?
Wait,
Should
before
somebody stay and guard it?
Should we?
We're leaving Lars Ulrich in
Should we leave the boat undocked so they can't just like get to like,
anchored in.
Like,
You can.
basically-
It should have like a dinghy that we can ride
Yes,
back. You
that's
can
what I'm
take it
saying.
out of port.
You want them to
and
stay?
anchor it.
You want them to stay in like the center of the port, in the center of like the bay?
Yeah.
Hey, what's man's first name again?
Oh yeah, we got bitches.
Man,
We got-
pirate. Captain.
Lars.
Lars.
Lars is our.
Lars
I'm
Ulrich is
catching
your
back
crew
up
master.
slow.
No. The captain that's in town still.
Yalisha Munch.
Oh right.
Mutton.
The slaver. The name like the slaver.
I look fly.
She's like
as fuck
Medusa.
yesterday. I love my outfit.
Less,
I gotta be
less snakes for hair and human face, and more like snake for face.
Or more
Kill your
snakes
brain.
for boobs.
Yeah.
So you guys want to go to the Lusty Maiden?
Yeah.
Yes, I
I
So
did
there's a
straight up
couple of guards they see here. There's actually like a very large armed guard outside there. They let you in.
Alex,
Basically they give you a
And-
warning.
and
If
Alex
you
is
start
staying
trouble,
inside.
you die.
Is that like
Alex
sitting
is
inside?
inside the
And-
fucking tavern.
And
It's good timing.
hold on. As you enter, you hear a very familiar voice.
Hi guys.
It appears
That's
that
exactly what he says. Hi guys.
It appears that your bard is already inside hanging out.
Oh, hey.
Hey, I'm always inside.
I don't know how I feel about that.
I know how I feel about it.
Alec, you are in the Tavern of the Lusty Maiden, which is owned by Jorm.
Like I said, I'm always inside.
The lusty maiden.
You kind of got separated from your group in the ensuing chaos of the
I'm having a girlfriend and
Jorm
a
is our
dog.
center.
yeah.
Exactly.
I know we're trying to get information. I was just scared.
Jordan's terrifying motherfuckers, and I have no
Jordan is
idea.
your contact?
He's our contact.
He's
my
Jorm's
contact, too.
Jorm's everyone's contact.
He's everybody's
Except for me.
contact. He's part of everything. I think he's like the secret background. I think he actually owns the pirate. It's not Marcus
I think he is Marcus Clara.
No.
Bro.
Shit,
Bro.
I'm not ready for that.
It's too much for me to comprehend in my life.
That
My little
doesn't
dwarf brain.
explain where I met him.
There's it's the mood inside is actually like pretty happy. You know, people are really happy to be around there just because it appears that Jorm or one of the people he's close to has managed to carve out this little slice of peace.
I noticed
in
this
this
dragon,
chaos.
and I whispered to her, I'm like, do they know that their leader was just ruined?
Doesn't seem like it, but
I'm just walking right up to Jorm, as jovial as can be.
You want to share?
I go to
Jorm
the,
is not downstairs.
he's not downstairs.
Nope. There's a fat old man running the kitchen. You recognize him.
Is that that one chap that's
Man!
Didn't you have a Shokugeki with that guy?
Yeah!
I poke him and I say, didn't you just have some kind of boot battle with that?
He's working
big
under
man?
me now. We're improving his skills.
Uh,
He's a piece of shit.
I
A nice
walk,
piece of
I
shit.
walk up to him and say, oh, nice to see you again. Jorm down.
He walks upstairs.
Oh,
You hear him go, "Bah," and then you hear someone yell, "What the fuck are you even saying?" What? Or what?
I can
What?
translate. I can translate.
No, it's upstairs. You're just hearing like this yelling upstairs.
Oh.
Like, what are you saying? Downstairs. Is that what you mean? Point to nod if yes. Blah, blah. He's like, fucking hell. Downstairs, down the stairs saunters about a slightly below average height human. He's got a long black beard and like long black hair that's tied up in a tail that's above his head.
I go to the bar and I get 2 ales.
Upon seeing you all, my friends, you found each other.
Indeed.
Oh, you guys, yeah.
How are you all?
Jorm, how are you?
Good. You didn't get killed yet.
No, but my hawk flew away somewhere. I don't know where she went.
What did you make it do?
Well, I wanted it to clean up my vomit because I tried to eat a dead guy's skin off of his ring.
I guess.
But,
Please
you know,
disregard her in all
Why did you
respects.
ask me for a pardon?
It's a blood hawk. It's not. They don't eat puke.
It's a
Oh. I just thought that they'd eat anything. It's an animal.
No.
You're an animal.
They,
Got him.
they like
Aren't you
prey.
supposed to be like one with nature?
Yeah, that's natural.
Obviously.
Vomit is natural.
He says, no, come over here. He takes you to like a small sitting area, and he just plops down in a big old luxurious leather armchair. What can I do for you all?
So I asked him, did you just want us to incite chaos in this area so you can take over this city?
I have no interest in taking power. My friend, though, who's patrolling this area, that's a different story. He definitely wants to take power.
What's his name?
Well, you see, I'm still generating his name.
You looked through my
Let me think about it for a second. It hits.
So,
Hold that up.
to catch,
His her name is Mai Maida.
We all went back up with
Mai Maida.
You got it.
yeah, that's about it. Except for there's another pirate lord here that we gotta kill.
Yeah,
This is like fucking the end of One Piece right
But-
now.
but
We're
we're
all just
not-
going after the pirate lords.
But we're not gonna kill this one. We don't think yet.
Maybe.
Because she's gonna
Guys,
kill us.
let's not
Her name-
forget.
her name's
Letitia?
Yalisha Munn.
Close enough.
And she's a Yuante mind whisperer.
Let's not forget though, I have a piece of
Give us an
horse
opportunity
flesh.
to go.
How you do?
Fuck you. Why can't we just have our bard go and have
You're welcome.
Shokugeki with
We're,
her?
we're having a little bit of trouble finding the admiral's captain.
I'm sorry, what are you doing now?
Specifically looking for. Yeah,
The good Admiral Dargo?
yeah, we're looking for.
I mean, that's what you all were asking about last time. It's what I told you guys to do. I want him dead. I want him dead or captured.
working towards it.
Good.
Work his way through his captain. So
Oh, that would make sense.
uh,
That would make sense,
yeah,
actually.
we're one down.
Oh, good. I assume you killed. I assume you killed Poppy.
How'd you know?
He just
How'd you
nods
know?
his head.
Dwarf, how did you know that we killed
Well,
Tharyn?
you know, if you haven't really noticed, there's kind of a riot going on. There was some collateral damage.
Some
It's just that mansion.
Is there anything you can tell us about the
It'll
city?
stabilize once someone takes power.
yeah.
Is there anything you can tell us about the city, Jorm? Maybe secret passageways or anything like that to get around?
It's not really a very old enough city to have secret
No,
passageways.
we're aware of Yalisha being around. There any
She's a tough cookie to crack.
yeah, we're trying to work our way up to that.
Do you know anything about
Bill.
Alicia? What she got a big butt.
We know.
She's a Yuante mind whisperer. We know that.
You want
She's a snake lady.
She's
gonna
I
mind
thought you
control
said
your motherfucking
naked
ass.
lady. I was like,
Snake
why
it-
does
I
that
mean,
have to
kinda,
be
yeah.
naked? She's a snake lady that can mind control people.
Yes, and changed for forms.
Her name is the Slaver.
So do we know what she smells like?
Snake.
He wants to taste her.
No.
This is what you put on my fucking team.
we need to track.
Hey, it's worked out so far. You're one captain down.
Right.
The spider
Asking the difficult questions.
Do you know of any other pirate captains under the good admiral?
I mean, I know most of them.
Do you know,
Do you know
locations
locations
and
of them?
names?
Roughly.
Are any of them in the city?
Only one.
Are
Only Alicia.
you okay with them all dying?
That's
Do you have names that you would be willing to share,
have
Jorm?
names.
Yeah, sure.
We need bearing.
Can we just go through all their names? So I can write
yeah,
it
sure. You guys have already killed Captain Ashlyn Poppy the Golden. There is Captain Kla, who is an Arcorian, so that is basically a hawk
down?
person.
How do you spell that?
Yes. Doesn't matter.
I would just say phonetically.
Is he married to a woman named Tammy?
Tammy's a bitch.
But she is known as the Green Wing.
Does she have green wings?
Yes, in fact.
Wow.
Shit.
There is
roll that
Captain.
20 on that?
There's Captain Ananas Keenhorn,
Actually,
the
she's
Minotaur, and he is known as the Mountain.
I'm going, boy.
There is Yalisha Munn, who you already know. There is Captain Verp Snore of the One Eye.
Does he have one eye?
Nah, it's a tribe name.
So he's got 3 eyes.
So he's an orc.
He's a goblin.
Goblin.
Alright. That's a good one.
Goblin.
There is
The one eye guys, the goblin.
Yeah.
I think he has one eye.
That's fine. There's Captain Ecorian Stormhorde, the Mad.
Yeah.
I have a question. Does this Alicia chick carry any defining objects with her that would specifically be very
Nah,
specific
the
to
Mind
her?
Whisperers are too smart for that.
Oh, balls.
We're looking for a 5 to 6 foot tall snake lady that can. Oh wait, change her form.
And then there's the bigwig himself, Captain Panther Frostflower.
Frostflower?
He's an Eladrin.
These are fun, man.
I feel like I've heard that, but I don't
The
know.
names.
I like all the collection.
Yeah.
Guys.
So
What is Stormhorde? Race?
Orc.
So
Generally the orcs identify themselves via their horde. So she is the Storm Horde.
Birdman Quilla, what is he?
She's an Arcorian.
Imagine a 5 to 6 foot tall eagle man or woman.
The Eagle one.
Yeah.
I can tell you roughly what they're all good at as well. Keenhorn's probably one of the most terrifying warriors I've ever met. The green wing is tricky. She's really, really fast and generally fights at a distance.
Wait, which one's the green wing?
Can she fly or does she just have green
Captain
wings?
Claw.
Hawk person.
Yeah, they fly.
Well,
The Arcorian.
Does she fly or does she just have green wings?
She can fly.
Oh,
She's good at what?
She generally sticks to
Range
range
combat.
Tricky
Is
and
that like an art copper?
Hmm?
Is that like an art copper?
Yeah, I'm
That's-
saying it wrong.
Yeah, gives insight.
I mean, Yalisha isn't the type to actually get in pitched fights unless it's actually probably something has gone wrong for her. She's much more the type to let other people do her fighting for her.
The snake thing.
But she's just wandering around the city.
Verp Snore of the One Eye, he tends to stick to stealth.
Do we know her eating habits?
Not particularly.
is she a foodie?
Not foodie, but you know, like
No, she is not.
Alright, we're in trouble.
Not today.
Actually, Does Yalisha have an interest in like fighting, like betting on fights?
Not particularly.
Do we know anything about her interests?
Honestly, I've never even met her. I can never. Every time I think I've got her pinned down in terms of a location, she's gone. It's the most irritating thing.
The one that's here now.
What race is Frostflower?
He's Meladrin. Those are basically like the
So,
those are the immortal elves that are more connected to the Fae than other elves.
So what about a Corey Stormhorde? What do you know about him?
Which one?
A Corey.
Yeah.
Go down the list.
Oh, which one is
There's
that?
the Alicia
Corey.
the Snake Lady casted.
Stormhorde.
Oh, Stormhorde?
Yeah.
She might be the most terrifying berserker I've ever met.
Another
I'm gonna
one.
wanna
I
look
think that
into
was a
that
distant
one.
union.
Did we level up yet?
It's gonna be
I'm
a
sorry.
It's gonna be a max.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
She's
no,
there.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Word researcher for each one.
I'm
What?
sorry.
Which one's what's your name?
Hey, what's
Corey
Frostflower's?
Stormhorde.
Hey, Corey?
Corey Stormhorde. He's
Oh,
a,
Stormhorde.
he's a sorcerer.
Frostflower is a sorcerer?
Mhm.
Ooh. Sounds interesting.
Are we all fully rested at this point?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
get along.
So he's an Eladrin sorcerer.
So is that
So,
yes.
Right. I know, right? It's there's a lot of time to practice the magic.
besides Yalisha, who would be the closest we got near us?
To kill.
Would be quickest sailing distance for us, or
Probably Snore of the Eye, the one eye.
the one eye.
Who's over there?
Who can we nuke quickly?
I think it's
Probably Snore of the one eye.
No.
Let's use the one pencil.
And
I got to grab
yeah, we have a bearing.
I got more pencils.
Yeah, actually.
Tell me.
He's a bit up the coast. Not at the river where that connects us to the.
Jesus Christ!
I was not expecting that to be so like. Well,
Dan is
Oh my
no longer
God.
only
I almost
one
became
that
a one
you
eye.
direct her.
Apparently, we can only have one girl here.
There can only be one.
Girl stuff.
Listen, if you guys want to Highlander it out, we can wait.
Girl fight, dilly dilly.
When girls agree with each other, then
So,
there should be skeptical.
Can
That's
someone
true.
actually pull up the map over there? Actually, how do we pull up the map on the screen?
Tell
It's right there,
Poor
bottom
Dak.
right.
that ring
I need a laser
says,
pointer.
Oh, I have
forgot to
a
get
map.
one.
I think it.
I forgot to pull up the laser. I forgot to get a laser
You can
pointer.
draw it.
Yeah, sure.
What was the Stormhorde person's first name? Stormhorde person?
Corey.
Corey.
So,
All right, so zoom in on the bay, onto the east.
Zoom in on the B.
Good luck using Microsoft.
Yeah, you
Word
can't
to do
actually
anything.
zoom.
enhance.
We're zoomed.
You can open it in Paint or something and you can zoom. Just don't use Windows Photo.
Try not to do
I
that.
think you said
Viewing photos.
you would want to zoom.
There you go.
How's gratification?
Ask me.
I ran into.
Excellent. All right.
This is literally
Yep, that'll work.
there.
All right, so you guys are about here.
Alec happened to walk down the.
You guys are here, which is where the city you're in is. It's like it's between these two. Yeah, Nazim is between these two rivers.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he basically said it's not to the north of the Maester. It's not to where like the Maester Collective is. It's around here, this area, this riverlands right here.
So like we're the two. Is it two rivers I see?
And we're just lower in the bay, right?
Yeah, you guys are here.
Oh, okay, so we're not too far.
I'm
How
familiar
far
with
is
that area.
That's by ship.
That's where my original Villa Lodge was from.
How far is it by sea to get there?
Day or two.
I thought we were staying here because.
Which person was that was there?
I don't particularly like fighting a snake lady that's gonna invade my mind.
I'm
Does
okay
she-
with it.
Does she go both ways?
I'll just have
I'm
really,
into it.
I'll just have really
That's my
perverse
brother.
thoughts while she's in there.
I appreciate
Do we
it.
gain
Right.
initiative?
Who
I think?
Who was it that was?
I already got one voice in my head. Thank you very
What?
much.
Captain Burke Snore of the One Eye.
Or like that?
Let's
Let's go
go
till
that.
that
No more breadsticks and
Collins
one slice
seems
of pizza.
What, you don't want to be the dick that eats the last slice of
Exactly.
pizza?
You want to pass me the last one?
I'll give that to you, yeah.
Thank you, Chef.
Just tell anybody else it's
I'm on a
not.
different side.
I asked him too if anybody else in the I can mark down a little map.
Yeah,
as
we
where-
might as well get all the information we can while we're here.
Hey, who
That's
is
the only
this?
one that I know right now.
Liam.
If you guys come back later, I can probably figure it out
Liam?
more.
He was the
Thanks
engineer
for your help,
dude,
John.
wasn't he?
I
Those
don't know all
are-
this
He was the ship engineer.
Who?
Oh yeah.
Liam.
I'm a very sociable man.
He's the goblin that was the ship engineer.
Oh,
That
either
one.
no.
I'm sure I don't know what you're
No,
talking
not
about. I'm sure I
that
don't know
one.
what you're
No,
talking about.
right.
No, Jordan, what do you expect for payment?
I have surprisingly good memory.
You're already working on that task.
Yes.
But there is one thing.
Frick dick.
Feels good.
Goblin has a ring. Has the crest of the Admiral on it. I want it.
So.
Is
you
there
want-
anything special about this ring?
Very.
Why do you want it so bad?
It allows him to communicate to the good Admiral.
What ring?
Turn it off.
Do you know how to?
That's
know
still
how
on
to
the
use
ship,
this
right?
one?
Ask him
Do you
if
do you whip out the ring?
No,
No.
ask him if he knows how to use that.
Well, what I want to do is I have a warlock friend who I want to use. I want to get those rings
No.
and use them to track down the Admiral.
Nope.
I've seen this. There's a big eye and a tower and a star. And a star.
Last weekend I watched them all.
7 rings for the Pirate Kings.
Oh, shit. So that talks to.
There's legitimately 7.
So.
Really?
So he
Should
so
we share the one?
he doesn't know that we have the ring.
Nope, he does not.
Well, let's not tell him.
Where might we
For
find
now.
this ring?
Probably on the finger of Verp.
When did we obtain this ring?
Who is Verb?
Verp's
We don't
Nor of
have
the
a
one
ring.
eye.
That's the goblin we're after.
Yeah, you weren't there. I just
All right.
Yeah,
I say we go after Vert. Let's head back to the ship.
Let's set sail. We'll kill a goblin.
Da 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 da
Thanks
da.
for the information, bro.
I want to say
Thanks, bro.
excuse yourself.
Before I leave.
When we get on the ship, I fill Alec in with whatever we
Yeah, you
have
fill it
found out.
Not yet.
So
Soon though.
Fill him in.
we found the ring on the
Oh.
Poppy.
Poppy.
When we killed Poppy, we brought it back.
When did we loot Poppy?
We
Roughly
she
what time,
literally carried Poppy to the ship.
We looted him while you
I
were
shrugged.
eating something.
Of the
The metalheads.
And Jeremy tried to eat his finger.
Just like it.
He wanted to lick the finger,
Oh,
and then he found it. And
I know, that's what I mean.
So Jeremy's picking up some of
Should
my
we be
traits.
carrying this ring around with us if it communicates with the Admiral? I feel like we should put it in a box.
Who's our magic dude?
somewhere until
Look
we
at the
know
magics.
how to use it. I don't want anybody listening in.
All I know is
Can
that
Kyle
it's magical.
can Kyle study this ring?
Hey, I'm gonna cast Identify
I-
and touch that ring.
It is a ring. It is a ring. It basically.
Goblin smarts.
It basically is a ring that allows for the constant use of the message spell, which I believe is the one where you can get like written words across. So essentially, it's basically
Ring
mobile
communication?
Is
Very
there any?
But it doesn't actually allow it to like track us through it. It just allows you to communicate through written
Well, I
words.
mean, if he knows the item is a thing, you probably could.
Using like
Is
locate
there
object.
any?
Yeah, using like locate object or scrying spells.
Yeah. Is there any risk? Well, if we keep it on the ship, or we
But
keep
the
it,
problem
it
with
won't
that
make a
is,
difference.
if we hide it somewhere, they'll still be able to find it.
If it's with us, yeah, it'll still be able to find us.
So it doesn't really matter.
So we can just
if we
carry
hide
it
it
on
or
us.
if
Should we give it to Jorm? Should we give it
As
to
long as
Jorm?
we keep it with us and we don't activate it, maybe.
We have to.
He's gonna
cast
find
the
out that
message
that guy died though. The guy
Um,
we just
so
killed.
you locate the
knows
object
he
though, you don't
Yeah.
need to cast
So,
the spell. You just have
if he
to take
sees
it
his
out
ring
and
moving
use it.
around.
So if we,
Oh,
for whatever
copy.
reason,
And we
come
told
No, no, he's talking about they're talking about the
that's
good
what you
Admiral
can do.
Dargo.
Hey, so we have an opportunity to hide it somewhere super deep in the woods somewhere that would be very hard to just like randomly come in with 1,000 feet of it. That would be hard to find. That
I
would
don't think there's any benefit to hiding it. I think we're better off keeping it.
Let's just throw it in the ocean.
Here's a better idea. We have to give it to Jordan at some point.
Jorm
That's true.
needs them to find. We're
What
helping
what do we really know about it?
If we keep the ring
Not
on,
enough.
Not enough.
Not
Not enough.
Maybe he's
Yeah.
pretending
He
to
also
be
hasn't
cool.
paid us in any way. other
What
than-
if he's the admiral?
Who is it?
Oh, he saved my sister.
He's only paid us some
How do you
information about how to
how do
help
you know
himself.
Jordan's a syndicate member, so he's gonna be
He's
oily.
also a member of the social intelligence operations.
He's got his hands on a lot of things.
He's got pockets.
That's what I said.
He's a businessman.
I don't even remember my relation to Jordan. I think no, don't know.
I don't think you have.
I don't
one.
have a
You
relationship.
don't-
with
I
Jordan.
think me and him are.
I don't
yeah.
think either of you
Yeah,
have one.
All right, I'm just cooking for him apparently.
Jeremy, are you just trying to charge it?
Yeah.
There's a fucking adapter thing right here.
So,
plug it in the.
We got a bearing,
Take that.
and we
Take it
have
off.
an idea of what he does and what he can
Yeah,
do.
but you're gonna have to plug it into the power strip.
I don't think we should sail all the way there. I think we should probably sail most of the way there.
You guys want to stop at the lodge?